him, and I think that's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm welcome here to the Bowlers Exhibition Centre in Manchester, where Kingdom Combat Championship, live on Empire Combat Pass and powered by Pound for Pound and Flux, proudly presents an evening of MMA action. We are now to welcome our first fighters to the cage. Please welcome first and making their way to the red corner, David Tanios.
Our first fight of the night, David Tanios against Christino Ornelas. What a great corner David's got, you know, the Trident guys. You can see Billy Adams, you know, Billy's a good friend of the show's fought on the show multiple times. You know that you've got a good team around you when you've got the experience and the skill of people like that around you.
Absolutely. I spoke to Billy in the back and he said, even though this is David's first fight, it's his debut, he's one to watch. He's been absolutely killing it in the gym. And if you've got a guy like Billy Adams saying that about you, then it's going to build some kind of hype, because Billy Adams is a man of his word, as everybody knows. So I'm super excited for this fight, and what a way to kick off the card. One thing I will say about the Trident guys, super well rounded. Super well rounded. Their striking and grappling, it's on equal level with one another. Sometimes with gyms, you know they're going to lean one way or the other. When it comes to Trident, if you're fighting a guy from Trident, you better be ready for everything of all facets, in all areas.
The Trident brand is expanding quite a lot as well. You know, you got the expansion of the Wrexham Gym, which just had their first year anniversary last weekend, headed up by Josh Roberts. You know, Josh was a really good amateur, and you know, to see the Trident brand growing, it's only going to help fighters all around the country, really.
So, Paul, I think this is the first time I've commentated, and I've just noticed the Kingdom gloves. Is that a thing?
Yes, that was the.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's mandatory for every fighter, but I think, you know, I said this to Gav when we were in Madeira. I would love to see the Kingdom red gloves.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Cage Warriors have got their yellow gloves, and I'd like it to be a staple of Kingdom where when you fight on Kingdom, you get the red gloves. You don't really see it anywhere else.
I think that's cool as well, because then everybody's got the same equipment.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, well, these gloves are a bit different to mine.
Yeah.
Nah, you're on the same thing. It's a cool brand.
Christino Ornelas fighting out of Knuckleheads. You know, we went to Madeira not long ago, and the Knucklehead guys are so good, you know, headed up by Coach Simon Shaw. You know, they've got a wealth of experience of travelling over. You've got the likes of Mabrega, you've got the likes of Jogo Ramos, who have been there, they've done that. And yeah, it's going to be great. Head guys sat right next to us. Billy Adams across the road, across the cage.
Yeah. Pretty cool name, man. Knucklehead MMA, pretty cool.
And you know what? It's really, really cool to see, because it's really cool to see that you know, these guys come from a tiny island, and to be able to produce fighters who are competing for amateur titles. I mean, obviously this is Cristiano's debut, but to see these guys from a tiny island, from a small, you know, pool of fighters to choose from, to come over, to have the confidence to come into a different country and, you know, show what they're about. I've got a lot of respect and admiration for what Simon Shaw has done with Knuckleheads.
Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely.
Introducing our first fighter, fighting out from the red corner, and representing Trident Martial Arts, David Tanios. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent
Can you remember what it was like when you had your first fight?
Yeah and no. I just remember it being a lot more wild than I remember. I remember the guy opening up with a massive low kick, and I thought, that were a bit mean. But yeah, it was great, super exciting. It always feels good just to start following your dream and know that you've opened it up.
First fight of the night.
David Tanios straight away with the pressure, pushing his man back towards the cage.
Landed a nice uppercut in that exchange. Nice cage control.
Ooh.
Oh,
Big body shots by Tanios. Opens the head up.
Nice movement there from Christiano.
The problem you've got here, Cristiano's circling towards the power side of Tanios. He has the natural advantage as well, being the southpaw, but drifting over to that side is going to take away that advantage and leave it into the hands of Tanios. So he entered that clinch on the wrong side, immediately giving Tanios a massive advantage. They're looking for the Americana. Very rarely a sub you get from that position, but it does help create a scramble, start working for a pass. Tanios there, head control, he's got to be looking for an arm in guillotine, trying to take the back.
Good work from Cristiano to not accept position there.
It's a good job working back to his feet as well.
Yeah. These boys are very, very thick for featherweight.
Yeah, that's very true. Nice trip there from Tanios. He's immediately on the neck. Can he keep back? Can he keep top position? Straight into striking. Very composed to say this is his debut. Billy was absolutely right in speaking about David Tanios, like not taking away from Cristiano. Cristiano,
lovely kick.
He's still very much dangerous in this fight.
Lovely knee.
That was a massive
big
body shot.
Tanios did not like that.
I was going to say, it looks like the tide might be turning on that shot. But Tanios still takes center cage. Check. We've still got Cristiano Ornelas. He's circling to that power side again. He's sort of taking away his own advantage. Beautiful trip off the overhook there. Looks like head control. Knee on belly. Can he swing over to mount?
See the difference for me here.
Armbar on the far side. Oh, he steps off. Just under him.
Oh,
beautiful sweep. Looks like he might be setting up an Americana. Americana, what am I talking about? An anaconda or DOS. He's got that anaconda grip.
30 seconds left of this first round.
I think this has been a round dictated by the grappling. Like both guys have been good in the stand-up, landing probably equal amount of strikes, but it's Tanios here taking control of that front headlock. Putting a good full stop on the end of the round there.
Oh, big body shot
to finish.
Way up. Great first round.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, Tanios, he had the cage control, you know, he was on the front foot, he was pushing Cristiano against the fence. Cristiano did well to weather the storm, you know, I don't think there was ever a point where you felt like he was wobbled or whether he wasn't in there, but he landed a few nice strikes of his own, beautiful knee in the last minute of the round. And what I loved about him was, you know, he was working well to get back to his feet and he wasn't accepting position. I think sometimes you can see fighters accept position very easily.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And he was, you know, constantly trying to get back to his feet, which was good. I think what I liked about Cristiano, he had the head kick, but it'd be nice to see him set that up a little bit more, you know, go to the body maybe, then go up top.
Yeah, also, if you're setting up that head kick, he needs to be going away from the power side, because you make that kick, it takes longer to throw. If he can step through and step across to his right-hand side and throw that left kick, it's probably going to land a bit smoother.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that, for me, that is his goal. That's his victory, path to victory in this round. For Tanios, it's just more of the same. He's just quite clearly dominating the grappling.
Yeah.
He might not be getting the subs, but he's threatening, he's scoring, and he's wearing on his man. So. And
also, Tanios, you know, when he's striking, it wasn't one or two. He was landing some really nice combinations. So.
Yeah, beautiful shots to the body as well. But look, we've got Cristiano here. He's drifting towards that power side of Tanios, which is putting him lying for a big right hand or a big body kick. Surprised Tanios has not thrown that body kick. Oh, that one right on the liver. That hurt Tanios as well. He's doing a good job of getting back on that arm. That's the hardest thing about fighting a southpaw, though, right? Once that body kick lands, you're taking it right on the liver.
Yeah.
Incredible scramble.
I was also going to say as well, I think that's kind of maybe a bit where the inexperience comes in from Tanios because, position first, right? That's
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
if he took his time, like he was taking his time at the end of the first round to try set something up as opposed to kind of scrambling to try to get it straight away, I think Tanios would have a bit more success.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when you're right at the start of your career, you forget about the position because you feel like you're better at grappling than your opponent, or maybe you're getting top side of your opponent, so you can be quite quick to jump on those subs, whereas just setting them up for a little bit longer. But he's doing a brilliant job with these
tricks. You see the bright
tricks.
lights as well, don't you?
Absolutely.
I see it there straight away.
Absolutely. But he's doing a fantastic job of controlling the hips here, Christiano. He's getting those hooks in. He's got that Dagestani ankle on the far side. He might have just lost it, but he's going to take mount. Head and arm here, Paul.
He's on the wrong side. He's close to the cage. He needs to kind of cut a bit of an angle. You can't let that knee cross him.
Good sliding over there.
Oh,
that's tight.
This could be over.
That's tight. Cristiano. He might be thinking of tapping, but he doesn't look in too much of a panic right now.
Tanios needs to maybe be a bit more of an angle.
Get a bit lower. If he gets a bit lower. Cristiano doing a good job of creating distance between his shoulder and neck. Take pressure off. Just a minute left on this round. Back on that armbar. The problem we've got there is we're not clamping down first. We're grabbing the arm and we're not getting the legs in place. Look at Cristiano arming guillotine.
Is that under?
No. Not under the chin. He's giving up top position for a threat of that gilly. There's a beautiful back take off here if he can get it. Smashes the hips down instead.
So we've seen more of an acceptance of a position towards the end of this second round.
Keeping a guy like with the physicality of Tanios off you. He's going back for that arm. That's tight. 20 seconds left in the round. Tanios cut an angle. He switched to a triangle maybe. Yeah, the elbows through the knee line.
Nice work from Cristiano.
Switches to the side of his body. He's doing a good job of surviving these arm bars every time. I think Tanios needs to change his approach to locking the head down, locking the shoulders down rather than just pulling on the arm. You just pull on the arm.
Yeah.
You give your fighter a chance to sit up and start creating space. If you can lock the head down and the shoulders well before you get the arm, you can put like so much pressure behind the back of the elbow.
I mean, Tanios is having a great fight. He's 2 rounds up.
He is.
Cristiano, he needs a big third round. He needs a finish if he wants to come away with a win tonight.
I'm pretty sure that's what his corner will be telling him as well. Like his key to victory here again is to stay on the feet, try and land that, maybe like a left head kick, set it up, throw that left high, throw that left straight. I'm sure Tanios' corner is going to be telling him to get him back to the ground, push your man to the fence, get him back to the ground.
What I like about both these guys as well is they both have fought at a really good pace, so you can tell they're both very well prepared and they're both fit.
Yeah, incredible conditioning. The thing is, you have to just calling for the hammer fist there from. I'm not going to repeat what was said, but hammer fist from the armbar position. It's not a jiu-jitsu match. You can hit him in the head, try and break that grip.
Third and final round.
Cristiano there is still circling towards the power side. Tanios can exploit that for a big right hand. That's the one.
Big
That's
uppercut.
The right hand. There we go.
Beautiful body shots have killed him. Uppercut as well.
Beautiful throw.
I mean, how many times has he done that in this fight? Beautiful work.
Well, you got Cristiano. Like, he's driving forward constantly, and the problem when you're always driving forward is quite easy to start manipulating that into a throw. Tight Americana that. I believe it was an Americana. I couldn't quite see from the angle, but put a lot of torsion on the shoulder.
Beautiful work from David Tanios to start off the night with a beautiful submission. I mean,
well, there was submission hunting all the way through that fight, and there's an expression: you took enough mud at the wall, it'll stick. When it comes to being a submission fighter, you've constantly got to be that threat. But he did set up his position better there. He locked his man down, isolated that elbow and shoulder. I just hope Cristiano's okay. Cristiano
can come away with that with his head held high, I think, because he's still, this is his first ever fight. You're fighting in a different country, and although I don't believe that he won any of the rounds, he still put on a good performance. He didn't give up on himself. He still had his moments where he landed well, You know, like I said, he was never accepting position. He was always trying to get back up. I think there's a lot of positives to take from this performance. You know, there's a lot to grow and a lot to build on. So, you know, congratulations to David Tanios for a fantastic performance. But, you know, head up for Cristiano because, you know, this is the fight game, man. It's this stuff happens.
I'd have never guessed that was a debut fight for either man.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a big round of applause for both of our fighters. After 34 seconds and round number 3, David Tanios. Ladies and gentlemen, please